Guys, congratulations first of all on 7-0. Whoever wants to take this first one, go ahead. Halftime, how was that?
Well, Coach Mason was pretty displeased with our efforts and our energy in the first half. So he got on us a little bit of just about our offensive execution and not hitting shots and stuff like that. And we came out with more energy and more focus in the second half and got the job done.
And Dawson, you came out and started the second half after playing quite a few minutes in the first half, and thought you did a really good job locking down on basically any of the guards that you had to check. What's it like playing, a team where you may have to switch on a bunch of dudes, and especially a guy like Benningfield, whose handle was really good. Just your thought process into just locking that guy down, because you did.
I kind of think that that's my job coming in with this team because, we have a lot of people that can score the basketball. So being the point guard, I'm the one that starts the defensive possession every time. So I feel like it's my job to set the tone. And then with all the guys, all different guards, that's just scouting report, and that's our coaches giving us really good scouting reports that we talk about all week, and we're really dialed into those players and know their strengths and weaknesses.
And Tucker, you really caught fire in the second half. I think you hit 4 3-pointers in a row, which is something that we've seen time and time again. I guess just talk me through what you were seeing out there, because it didn't look like they were giving you a lot of space, and yet you were pulling the trigger and burying them.
Yeah, my teammates just did a good job of getting me open, running plays that getting me on the three-point line and stuff like that. So I just, when I got the ball, knocked it down and set my feet and followed through. So it's just the basics once you get the ball. But like I said, the teammates did a good job of getting me open and making good passes. And once Spalding went to the zone, then I knew it was go time.
And then, whichever one of y'all wants to take this one, go for it. Boyce coming up on Saturday, and then followed by the tournament at Rhodes, obviously Augustana. Very, very good. Just the biggest key, in your opinion, going forward in the short term, whoever wants to take it.
I think we just kind of get back to the basics, really shore up our post defense, and start getting better execution on offense. I think that once everything clicks, and it's just right around the corner for us, we keep working as hard as we're doing. Coaches hardly doing preparing us like they are, then it's going to click, and we're really looking forward to when that happens.
Last thing, this is the last home game until January, so I bet if you shouted out somebody in Bowling Green, this would get a lot of hits, if you were so inclined. If you want to wish people a Merry Christmas, if you want to shout out your family, if you want to shout out your friends, anybody. Whoever wants to do it.
First of all, this is a Merry Christmas from the 2-7-0 game. I want to shout out my mom, my family, Greenwood, stay true to the Gators.
Yeah, shout out to Purple Nation. Merry Christmas, guys.
All right, Coach. Tale of two halves. Really, really bad start. Strong finish. So just quick opening statement about the game first.
Yeah, coming off break, it was not pretty. We practiced and we've been getting after it a little bit, but when you take 6 or 7 days off, you just develop a lot of bad habits, you get out of conditioning, and that was us. We just, 11 days you wouldn't think would be that big of a difference, but evidently it was, because we had 3 points with 9 minutes to go in the first half, and we talked about it getting off to a good start. So luckily for us, we hit a bunch of shots in the second half, hit a bunch of open threes, and that was the difference in the game. We did turn them over a little bit in the first half. We were playing so poorly. They had 10 turnovers at the half, and that allowed us to stay close.
Yeah, a lot of offensive fouls, and one thing that I've noticed now with doing all these home games is your shooting percentages in second halves of ball games has been ridiculous relative to first halves. Gosh, this is hard for me to ask without having you talk about great coaching or whatever, but why are you able to do it so much?
I don't know. If I had the answer to it, we would not start this bad. But our starting five has got to start playing better to start the game, and we're kind of digging ourselves holes right now. Now we're coming out of them. Resiliency is good to come out of them, but you can't get to where you want to when you're scoring 3 points the first 11 minutes of a game. So really, it's no adjustments. It's more of maybe we're kind of settling into the game, but we've got to do a better job. We want to play 40 minutes. We want to play 40 minutes, and we just haven't done that anywhere close this year.
This is all that in mind, this is your team's best start since 14-15, and I guess just you're playing opponents that you've played in previous years and lost to in previous years, Spalding being an example. A lot of the same pieces to the puzzle on all the teams. I guess, what was the biggest difference in getting the win this year versus the two previous losses?
Probably
to
a
Spalding?
junior, senior dominated team, guys who have been through it before, and we're getting some stops when it's necessary, when we really need one. We pull up a defensive rebound, and so we're an older team. You want to be an old team. I mean, that's the secret to success, and this is an old team. So yeah, we're off to a 7-0 start. We just want to play the right way, and I think we know that we have many more gears in store, and hopefully going to play that on Saturday.
Yeah, and last question, just talk a little bit, please, about the defense as far as, because they got off to a pretty good start, but I feel like the defense kept you in it when the offense wasn't going.
Yeah,
and
totally.
then really turned it up in like the last 10 minutes of the first half, and then about a 10-minute stretch there in the second half, the defense was fantastic.
Well, that first 11 minutes, we only scored 3 points, but we held them to 15. So we were actually still in the game. It wasn't 25-3 or something like that. And we did hold them to 30.8 from the floor. Spalding has been struggling to shoot the ball, and we did a good job. Their big guy, surprisingly, had a really good game. Not surprisingly for him, but we wanted to guard him better. We knew he was a good young player. On the perimeter, I mean, you look right there. We gave up 22 points outside of their 5-man. So that's a job well done.
And my last thing is, there are a lot of teachable moments from this game. How do you balance harping on the things that went wrong in a game like this while also pushing it on to the next one?
Yeah, that's the essence of coaching. You know, you gotta make sure that what you're doing poorly, you work on it and you improve on it. Because at some point in time, the competition will keep on getting better and better. And let's be honest, on Monday, 4 or 5 days, we're playing the number 2 team in the country. So you keep on working on what's a problem for you, and try to get that better. And at the same time, realizing how we're being successful, and we're getting stops when we need to. We want to score the basketball a little bit better than what we're doing right now.